everybody, it's KayBeast, and for this week I am going to be doing the 10-minute challenge. This is another video that I pre-recorded before going on vacation, so I needed to do something really quick so that I would have time to film 3 videos in a week, because that's what I did. So this is kind of 2 things. This is going to be the challenge. So I've got my little mixed media pad paper, and I got my phone, and I got my art supplies. So I'm going to be doing a sketch in my col-erase, and then I'm going to do the inking with my Copic SP multiliners. I've got an eraser. I've got a Uni-ball signo gel pen for highlights at the end, and this video is also going to be me testing some of my new Copics. I got most of the cool gray Copics. There's a couple that I'm missing, but I didn't have the money for that many markers, which is why I got a mix of chows and sketches so that I could get the full range. But I've never really done like a full piece with just Copic, and I'm planning on doing like my characters in this in my comic, so I'm going to essentially be testing them out with this challenge. It's going to be a real-time video, so this is going to be interesting. I've never done that before, so hopefully all goes well and my cat doesn't like start screaming at me while I'm recording, because he does that sometimes. Alrighty, so let me get everything set aside. Let me set this to 10 minutes. I already know what character I'm going to draw, and I've drawn her a million times, so hopefully that'll make this a little easier on me. And start. Okay. So, let's see here. I don't know how well my commentary is going to be while I do this. I guess I can talk a little bit about what I'm doing this week, or what I will be doing at the time this video goes up. My best friend John is going to Disney World and Universal with his family and my friend Jesse. And whenever they go on vacation, me and my girlfriend Alicia house sit and watch their pets. So I'm gonna have the dog Callie, who is I believe a pit bull and an Australian herder shepherd dog mix. I don't know. There's some sort of shepherd dog in there, and which makes her very lively. And then the other pet is John's gecko, leopard gecko Libby. He did have a cat, which in past years we've watched, but unfortunately he passed away last week. He was 13. It was kind of sudden and really sad, so not going to have any kitty time this week with Chester, unfortunately, because he's no longer with us. So, which means the vacation really is coming at a good time. I think John's really going to need to have some fun time after that, because it was not fun. I was actually over at the house when it happened. So, yeah, that was a couple days ago actually, at the time that I'm recording this. But anyway, yeah, they're going on vacation, and Jessie is taking her 6-year-old Jordan. He has never been to Disney, and he is at like the perfect age to go to that, so that's gonna be awesome. And whenever his family goes on vacation, they always bring me and Alicia back souvenirs, so definitely gonna get some Harry Potter stuff this year. It sounds like they got some plans, so that's gonna be fun. Anyway, I should probably sketch a little faster. I didn't realize. This is moving a little quicker than I had anticipated. Oh boy. Alrighty. I'm just gonna give her a tank top, make it easy on me. Anyway, like I said, I got the Copic markers and the cool grays because I want to get back to working on my comic again. I'm not going to be doing it in a challenge format like I did with the Making Comics challenge, because doing it daily was just a little too much for me. I got burnt out. It was basically what happened, and I kind of had a feeling that would happen because whenever I've done the Inktober challenge, by the end of the month I'm like done. So keeping up with something that would have been, you know, a good several months just didn't really work for me. So, but I'm not abandoning the comic, and I did get a lot of progress done while I was doing the challenge, but I'm going to move at a slower pace and just kind of attack it whenever I feel like it, basically. Like I said in my Making Comics challenge videos, the story is already written. It's just getting some of the final work down. And my original plan, I would enjoy this way more if I had my brush pen, but I think my brush pen takes longer to dry, so that's why I'm using these. Which is making it feel a little weird, and she doesn't look exactly right, but whatever. I only got like 6 minutes left. Oh well, once I get the markers out, I think this will move a lot faster because they're much bigger, and I'm not going to worry about making the lines clean because I am running out of time. But anyway, like I was saying, my initial plan with my comic was to do it traditionally, which is what I'm still doing. But I was going to do the toning and like the shading and ink wash, which is something I enjoy doing, but I was having trouble getting consistent tones with the ink wash. So that was a problem. And I have several characters who are people of color, and they have distinct values of gray as their skin tone to differentiate them. One is Colombian, one is Cambodian, one is African American. So they each have different tones of gray as their base skin tone, and I don't want them to wind up overlapping or mixing or getting weird. So rather than doing the ink wash, I decided it would be easier on me if I just used these markers instead, because the color will always be the same. I don't have to worry about my ink to water ratio. I can just do this, basically. I'm getting so much smudging right now. Oh my goodness, I didn't give the ink time to dry. I don't have time to let it dry because of this challenge, but whatever. I still think I can get something done. And again, I'm using mixed media paper, which is probably not the best paper to be using the Copics with. I don't have nice marker paper or nice cardstock. Actually, no, that's a lie. I do have cardstock. I used the cardstock on my Sharpie challenge a couple months ago. I forgot I had that. Oops. Well, I am already too late in this thing to worry about it, so I just need to remember that for next time. Where's my 5? Where's my 5? Oh, it's not the 5. That's the 5. Okay. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this paper's not the best for this, because it's I can feel it soaking up the ink a little bit, so I need to get myself some nice paper for practicing. As for my comic paper, I actually have deleter comic book paper, like the stuff with the margins and everything. I bought it like 10 years ago and I never used it because I had plans for comics for years, but I never actually did anything with it. So I have plenty of supplies. So and I know that, I'm pretty sure that stuff works well with Copics. I'm gonna have to try it out. Let's see, C7. So, oh yeah, this is not dark enough. Her hair is actually black. I did not pull out my black Copic. I should have done that, and I don't want to get up and go across my room to get it because I have like less than 30 minutes left, and it's making me a little paranoid. I do have C9 though. If I put that over the top, will that make it darker? Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. There we go. Much better. Still not perfect, but I will take it. Anyway, so as for when comic stuff's gonna happen, I don't really know. It depends on how things go. I'm gonna try to do some sketch work and study work when I'm house sitting, but like I said, that hasn't happened yet in real life, but at the time this video goes up, I'll be ending vacation, so I don't really know how that's gonna work. I guess we'll have to see. I should really color her shirt. What color are you? C2? C2? Where's the brush nib? There we go. Yeah, and if anybody watching this has used Copics before, you're probably watching me and cringing a lot because I'm probably not doing it right. I have never really used Copics all that much. I've had them in my possession for a while. I bought a set 10 years ago, but I never really like used them because I was too scared because of how like nice they are, which is probably part of my problem. So oh, it's not the color I want. Where is, there it is. Oh man. So, you know, it's going to be a learning curve. I'm going to do a lot of sketchbook work with these and just kind of figure out what they're doing. My friend John actually got some Copics as well. He wanted to get back into drawing, and he thought watercolor would be a little too difficult, so he got some Copics and has been playing around with them for the past couple of weeks, and watching him has made me like, you know what, I want to try them again. So that's why we've actually been geeking out about art together, which is kind of nice. He's pretty new to it, but he's doing pretty good work. He did take a drawing 1 class in college, the same college I went to, so he knows the basics of like value and line and all those things. He knows how to do a still life and how to look at something, so he's just kind of refreshing that. So it's been kind of fun watching him and giving him critiques and offering advice and stuff, and having like a friend in real life to be like, hey, let's do art stuff together. So since he's been getting into the whole Copics thing, I'm like, I'm gonna use mine again. So that's been fun. And this thing is not the best thing I've ever made, but I probably shouldn't have put that one there, but that's okay. It is end of the line. Let me just sign this. Oh, what day is today? Yes, I hear you. 4/19/17. You can stop. Okay, thank you. Alrighty. Well, I did it. I finished a piece. She's a little rough, but it's not bad for 10 minutes, and especially considering the fact that I'm not used to Copics and did not really use the right paper for this. I'm gonna have to try it out on other stuff, and that white is bleeding into that. Maybe because it wasn't dry yet? I don't know. It's not bleeding as much up here. That's probably why it's doing that. I don't know. I still got to figure these tools out because I'm not really used to using them yet, but it was a fun little thing, and I'm looking forward to working with these and working on my comic again, and this was a fun little challenge. I was torn this week between doing this challenge and doing the 10-minute, 1-minute, 10-second challenge by Mark Crilly, but I think that might be a little too intense for me right now, but it's definitely on my list. So I've just got to think of something to draw for all three times, because that'll be fun. But anyway, that does it for this week's video. I haven't done a real-time one before. This was kind of interesting. So let me know what you guys think, and leave comments down below, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell and everything. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Toodles!